Welcome back, Random TV Reviews, your girl Annette.
And your boy, Stanley.
We made it, y'all. We made it, we late. But it's okay. We're not as late as we usually are, but we ain't as early as our earliest. And for you all that has been saying, oh, I love your hair, I love your hair. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is from my hairline. Y'all already know I have my own hairline. This hair is probably probably going on 3 years old. But do not judge it on this goddamn sewing that I have. Long story short, tried out somebody new because I ain't want to go sit up in the shop that I usually go to. And I got to take this bullshit out. So y'all pray for me and my edges that they don't come out when this comes out. Hallelujah. Let us pray. But listen, I was not ready. Oh, link gonna be in the description box for some half y'all want it. Y'all know, it is what it is. We gonna start off, and I thought I was looking at an episode, or I was looking at the beginning of the movie Get Out. If y'all seen that movie?
Oh yeah, when he was driving, yeah.
Gigi took off last week. We thought it was her vehicle, but come to find out it was Greenleaf's security vehicle.
She rolling that sucker too, boy.
I saw she had hit it up to 80, and I said, Gigi, this ain't gonna end well for you, baby, on these windy roads.
Like Pinky told his driver, you need to slow this MF down.
I said, we from the country too. We know about them roads right there.
Your
car get away from you, you'll be going left and your car be going right.
And them goddamn deers like to pop out there too. And
that's what happened. The deer popped out and down through the woods she went. But why the theatrics of it all made us feel like she had went deep down in the gully, down at the bottom.
No, indeed.
She was right there on the edge of the goddamn road.
She lucky to be alive, because I could have sworn I could say, they gonna kill off Gigi?
This quick?
Is they really gonna kill off Gigi?
But she alright.
Yeah, she straight.
Well, I guess she alright, because when she got out the vehicle, her shoes was missing.
Her shoes was gone, so that means she left out the house without her shoes on.
No, she just came from the burial site.
No, what I'm saying, when she came in the house, you know, some people, bougie people, take their shoes off when they come on in the house.
I can't see them doing, but it is what it is.
Well, she was getting out that goddamn that truck. She took it, threw her phone on the ground. I was like, is her phone broke?
I said, no, she threw it out there because she can't get out the vehicle with both. So she said, let me throw that down there for later and let me concentrate on getting out this window without cutting my daggone self up. So she gets out there. Now, this is the part that it speaks volumes, because she didn't call her family. She called Rick Fox. And he comes to the rescue. And I'm sitting here like, so you ain't gonna call nobody to let them know? You may have heard on the scanner, because you know country folk and nosy folk got scanners. You ain't heard on the scanner that, I may have had an accident in one of the vehicles, but I'm good. But no, she didn't do none of that. She just showed up at the house.
But some kind of way they still knew?
No, they was upset because they knew she went out.
Oh, that's right. They was worried. Yeah, they was.
But y'all ain't come look for.
No, indeed, ain't nobody took. And because I'm pretty sure they know where he live at.
Even if they don't, I'm promise
they know somebody that know somebody that knows somebody where he live at.
Hello, and y'all the Greenleafs. All you got to do is say, somebody give me the coordinates of where Mac is, and I bet you the pastor will find out, because the pastor know all your business. You be down in Myrtle Beach at Bikeway, getting it in.
Get back. Hey,
can I see you for a minute?
I heard you was down at Bike Week. You had your tail out.
So you had a drink with the glow-in-the-dark ice cubes in it?
Yeah, we see. Yeah, they sing you down now.
As a matter of fact, we got a picture of you.
As a matter of fact, you can't sing on the choir for the next 2 weeks.
You sat down. It was Kool-Aid, Bishop.
But I ain't gonna lie, in these day and time, boy, people be looking to get sat down because they tired.
Because you can't sit yourself down.
They were like, I'm tired of ushering, I'm tired of singing, I'm tired of what else you do?
Sing, usher,
trustee
praise
board,
team,
deacons,
dancer.
I just need a break, so pastor, go ahead and set me down. I don't even care.
Say, I don't even want this drink, but
so this is a vacation.
Put this picture on Facebook.
And make sure my pastor see it.
Tag him.
Do hashtag Bishop Green Lips.
What? Green what?
Green Lips. Tag him in it.
I can't. But she gets to the house and she has Rick Fox with her. And Rick Fox was like, because I call him Rick Fox by his
That's all I know.
And
from the game.
He said, you know what? She is lucky to be alive. Bishop Lester Wallace gonna look at him and say, we don't believe in luck. He said, well, she got a guardian angel that's assigned specifically to her then. He was like, well, I agree.
I guess,
First of all, why you giving him the cold shoulder? He brought your daughter home.
That's what I'm saying. He brought your princess home to you.
But he, you know, he's a little lighter than First Lady is. Because at the end of the day, he did shake his hand like, you know, I'm not feeling you. But thank you for what you did.
But it still was a cold handshake, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't a handshake of appreciation that you brought her home. Because, you know, the bishop like, that the Lord did that.
Yeah.
The Lord brought her home. No, Rick Fox brought her home.
So the Lord should have got her out of the
the Lord should never let her get in the Greenleaf security truck car. I'm pretty sure y'all got a GPS on it, so you could have tracked her down. But nah, you wait till she get home
to say the Lord.
And you gonna give freaking Rich Fox some skit. He should have slapped all of y'all.
And First Lady said, we don't want to
He gonna do a report on y'all too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why he looking around. He said, nice house.
He sure was.
Oh,
he probably ordered it right there.
Yep. He got his article in his head already. He read it.
You know how when we go to people's houses, especially if they owe us money, you be like, 400, 250. Let me look in the refrigerator.
But this was on his face.
You got Tropicana?
But this is what is on his face. But this ain't true in every case. But this was on his face like, my church folks taking good care of you, buddy. That's the way that he was looking. That's not the case for everybody. Every pastor do not take advantage of the church.
They don't.
But we do know that some of them do. But
and
that's the way Rick Fox was doing. Yeah.
Praise the Lord that the church we came out of, we had an awesome bishop. Which I still say he's my bishop.
Yeah.
Somebody that wouldn't take no money.
Nope.
Somebody that would give checks away. People that he would put money in your pocket. He would see if you were okay.
Yep.
And if he didn't think that you were okay, even if you tried to say you were, you mysteriously had some money slid into your window at the church in their car, sitting on a seat, waiting for you, and tell you you better cash it.
And you taking that. I'm gonna tell you what he did for us. One Sunday we went to church, and Lynette's truck.
Oh God.
She had a black Journey that blew up. Just so before we pulled it,
just blow up.
It blew up.
The dealership blew it up.
Yeah, the dealer. That's a whole nother story right there. But guess what he did for us? He had just got the new freaking Buick LaCrosse. Brand spanking new.
I think it had 30 miles or whatever.
It probably had, maybe 30 or 100 miles on it. And he let us drive that thing all the way home. Mind you, we was like 60-something miles away from the church.
We kept that car all week. And I was calling every day. I was like, Bishop, your car. He said, I'm not worried about that car.
We brought that car here and we parked it in the yard and didn't move it until the next Sunday to bring it back to him. Because what you ain't gonna do, Satan, is have me to crash this car.
And I can't afford this car.
No.
I know that he loves us.
Yeah.
And he is generous towards us. But if I wreck his car.
Yeah, I don't need them kind of problems right there.
Daddy Bishop might turn into, listen, I love you and all. But what we're going to have to do is settle this in court. Because this is right here was new.
So y'all niggas was going to pay for this right here.
But I was trying to get an older car because he got an older car too. He was like,
no. Y'all can drive that.
He said, y'all, that's not clean. Y'all drive this.
I said, what?
Bye. Y'all need to get home. I was like, well, darn.
Yeah, that blew me away because I can't.
Real pastors.
Now, I can't say if the shoes on the other foot if I would let him use my new car.
Yes, you would.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah, you would. I ain't gonna say. Because our bishop is like our father, for real.
Yeah, I would have used. I'm just bullying. I'm just bullshitting around.
Yeah. So we have to figure out who we talking to. When we talk to him, I'll be like, am I talking to my bishop today or am I talking to my daddy? Because depending on which one I'm talking to, I'm going to talk to y'all differently. So sometimes when I want to really talk to him like a daughter, I'd be like, can I talk to daddy right now? Because I need a father's advice right now. He'd be like, he said cookie, because he called me cookie. Cookie line. What you want? Out the rabbit hole. Here we go.
Boom, 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 boom.
So, First Lady dismissed old Rick Fox and was like,
all rude.
Talking about something. We don't want to keep you, so you should be on your way. And he got the message loud and clear, and he went ahead and left.
He made sure he got a kiss first, though.
Gigi goes upstairs with Sophia. And Bishop told Gigi, said, listen, You gonna have to figure this thing out. Let it go. And I believe that deer jumping in front of that car was a sign from the Lord that you just need to stop. You need to stop, because if you had got over there to make no telling what would happen. Well, Bishop, you won't pray hard enough.
Nah, you won't. We're
gonna talk about it a little later.
Say you won't pray it up. You ain't have. Matter of fact, you skip prayers on her this week.
And then you need to turn down your plate fast. 7 days.
But she won't feel none of that bullshit. She was like,
And then I can relate to this. Sophia gets upstairs. And she basically turns into mama on her own mama. And she was like, Mama, you need to quit. What you gonna do? What am I gonna do when you going after other people and something happened to you? What's gonna happen? Why do I have to be worried about what the hell going on with my mama?
Like Fly said, you stressing me out.
You stressing me out. I got my own life going on right now. And you over here doing this. And I said, Sophia, tell her. Because sometimes I feel like that.
But she told the truth though. She was like, I can't tell you that I'm going to stop. And I don't know if I should stop.
Sophia was like, basically she was like, I'm growing gray hairs as I speak.
Yeah. I see it from both sides. It's like this dude is running around here raping all these girls. And the main ones that should be holding him accountable is like letting him go because of stuff happened in the past.
Spiritualizing everything.
But I'm like, sometimes you have to sacrifice yourself for the greater good of somebody else, if that makes sense. So in other words, maybe the bishop needs to go to jail for 30 days to get this pedophile off the street. Cause I'm pretty sure you got money to get some good lawyers to get you off. Mm-hmm. So what he say? Tell him that you burnt the church down. Tell him you was insane. You ain't know what you was doing.
For real.
The church folk was stressing you out, so you just burned that bastard down. And you ain't know that the joker was in the goddamn basement. You ain't know.
Look. My bad.
Matter of fact, tell him he wasn't even on the cleaning schedule that night to be at the church. He wasn't supposed to be there at the church. He decided he wanted to be a blessing, and he showed up that night, and he got burnt up. That's all you got to do, Bishop.
Shut up. He wasn't on the what?
He wasn't even on the schedule to clean. He wasn't even on the schedule. He just showed up to be a blessing to the church.
And he got what?
And he got burnt up.
I hate you so much.
Why do bad things happen to good people?
Cause you tried to be a good person.
Yeah, trying
to. He was there cleaning up. Never mind.
Matter of fact, he probably thought that the vacuum was blowing up when he was like, I smell smoke. You know this old vac cleaner?
Say this curb and belt need to be replaced.
Yeah. He say, wait a minute. No, these niggas trying to burn me alive in here.
No, they are burning me alive. God darn.
Out the rabbit hole, boom, boom, boom.
So, like then we have this was a strange scene. And I don't know if I'm reading into it too much, because like I said, I don't listen to anybody's reviews before I do my own. So I would love to know if anybody else caught this and said anything about this. But Charity was in that goddamn nursery talking to her baby, Nathan. And she was having the weirdest conversation with a baby that I've ever heard anyone say, ever. And it was like, now we always say that when mothers know, parents know different things. But this baby is so young. And it was almost like she was speaking homosexuality over him or confirming it as if it was a bloodline thing. Am I saying that right? Like, cause she had him in her arms and she was saying, you know, you're my baby and you're gonna go out in this world and people are gonna judge you just for being who you really are on the inside. But your mother's going to love you, the real you. That's what's going on within. And I'm sitting here like, what the hell is she talking about?
Like, you don't even know who he's gonna be yet.
And did anybody else catch that, or was it just me? Am I reaching?
But usually mothers will speak what they want the child to be.
Right.
Not saying that the person that you gonna be, people ain't gonna accept you. How you know?
Yeah.
You really don't know.
And by her saying that, it already let me know that she was thinking about
Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, about Kevin, that he's gonna be like Kevin. And
Right.
Kevin never done nothing yet.
Well, moving on. So we got Mac's girlfriend. Now, Mac's girlfriend, we said last week that we believed that she was catching on a little bit. And seemed like she is catching on a little bit because she's questioning Mac now. She was like, listen, because the phone rung again. And it was Michaela. And he swiped it.
Yeah.
And she said, so what kind of relationship do you and your niece have that she would call you so often? He said, well, a relationship with her because I have a relationship like that with her because her father ain't in her life like that.
And her mama drive her crazy.
So it is what it is. You ready to go to church? So she said, you know what? I don't get in between folks' business. I said, folks' business? I said, why is you talking like you ain't folk? But I'm not getting in the middle of folk business, but it is kind of weird, kind of strange. And Mac was telling her, look, basically, are you going to believe me or not? And she said, look, when I got with you, I knew what you were. I know what I was
getting into. I knew the rules.
So, but she said, please make it easier for me. Basically, don't make me question every time your phone ring that it's a young girl on the other end of the line. Well, you need to.
Don't let your good works be evil spoken of.
I said, okay.
Which we know you ain't doing no good works.
So when they get to church, he was let his lady friend go into church without him, and I said, you a fool. Now what business he got to take care of on a Sunday that he got to let you go into church
now you talking about being suspect? Matter of fact, player, you should have went in the church and then say, I got to go to the bathroom.
For real. And just sneak around the corner.
But see, she ain't that smart. Because when you suspect somebody doing something, don't ask for no questions.
No, just watch.
Just watch and take notes. That's all you gotta do. Watch and take notes until you gather all your evidence.
And then,
so when you come and confront them and they deny it, that's when you can put them up against the wall because you got all the evidence.
Well, then Michaela calls again.
Yep.
Because this time she need a place to stay because her mama done kirked out on her. And he said, I can't do it this time, Michaela. And he hangs up on her. I said, oh, hell, he done pissed the girl off.
I said, she gonna show up out of nowhere.
I said, Lord Jesus. So then we over there at Calvary. Charity. Now, I told y'all last week she had her church today. Won't Go Straight or Keep Me Running dress. Album cover going on. She went from Take Me to the King to get all of this. Well, she had all of this. It was called the Meet Me at the Spot After Praise and Worship dress on. And she was singing what she won't sing.
She was showing all the curves tonight.
I said, you better go ahead with the Southern Girl curves. I'm with you on that one, girl. I said, I like her. She got cute shape. But I said, what you doing that Fashion Nova dress on, Charity? At the church doing praise and worship? You can't, like my first lady told me, if it's right here, when you shout, it ain't got nowhere to go but up. So if it's already up,
that's why she ain't start shouting. That's why she kept it conservative.
See, if you shout for real, when the spirit take over, you ain't got no control over that. So you dress ready.
Oh, praise and worship returned to a strip show. That's what it turned into. Now, I don't want to tell you the stuff I done seen over the years.
I done seen some stuff too.
So keep it holy.
Trust me, I done been an altar worker. I done seen it all. Men and women.
You.
So, Aaron and what the name? Kevin. They Google eyeing each other up in the middle of praise and worship. Gigi on the pulpit just going through it, child. She over there. Did you see her roll her eyes
at first she was giving her mom them evil eyes at first. Until the bishop started preaching.
The bishop said, oh, glory. Woo! When they do that, woo!
He was feeling that Sunday, boy.
You always know
that arm go up like this. Woo!
You always know an old Baptist preacher that been to seminary school, see around here it's called Virginia Union. You know all the Virginia Union preachers, because when they get ready to close you out, they be like, and the Lord, He is my strong tower. And I'm like, oh hell, here we go. And ooh, and ooh.
Or the other side of that, when they lose a train of thought or didn't prepare to preach that night and they just hoot the whole time and don't tell you skip.
And then they try to make you sing to death. They be like, come on over here, praise team, and sing that song. I need.
Or they tell you to slap your neighbor but 100 times. Be like, if I slap my neighbor's hand one more time, we ain't gonna have no skin on the palm of our hand.
I'm like, you know what?
You ever been beside somebody that smack your hand so goddamn hard you want to turn around and smack the hell right out of them? Like, why'd you smack my hand so hard?
Be like, you got something against me, don't you? I've heard somebody do it, like, you got something to say to me, don't you? You got something to say.
Ooh.
But anyway, so what else happened? So we see Skanks over there, because Bishop's over there. They over at Calvary. Over there at Triumph. Skanks over there just having a praise rap session to himself.
Jacob come there, he said, man, I'm just trying to get hyped. Trying to get your energy up.
Get myself together. Join me.
I said, is you going to preach or you going to work out? What you going to do?
I said, what is Skanks? You remember that rat on that goddamn meme? When he said, I believe in miracles.
Yeah.
That's what he was. Where you from? You sexy thing. I said, what
how did you know
that I needed you? Skanks said, so Jacob confronted Skanks. He said, listen, what you gonna do about this money situation?
Yeah,
we need to fix this and fix it now.
Cause we about ready to go to jail, player. You gonna fix this.
He said, you know what? Fret, my friend. Don't fret. I got this under control. The Lord is gonna come through. And I said, this nigga gonna hold the offering.
Then he told me, I'm getting ready to go make a withdrawal from heaven.
I said,
nah, you already go out there and pull offering from them people. That's what you get ready to go do.
And I'm about to tell y'all some tea, but don't tell nobody else, okay? Don't tell nobody else. Because our social circle goes deep, wide, and in between. We know everybody that's anybody that's anybody. And if they got a good televised name, we know them too. See, I already told y'all, y'all know who y'all don't even know who y'all talking to. Y'all don't know. One of our pastor bishop friends told us that you want to know why the churches can still get all these big name people up in here, and they keep you there at 2 o'clock in the morning talking about something. You got a $50 line, $100 line. God said this, God that. God ain't saying none of it. They got a bill to pay.
Yeah.
Say, so you ain't getting, you held hostage.
So like Leroy Thompson, they got to pull that lever.
He said you basically held hostage
until the bill is paid.
Until the bill is paid, and then you have your general offering. Yep. I said, I already figured that out, but he had to confirm it for me.
But in Skank's case, he trying to cover the money that he stole from the church. So you stole the money from the people, and then you gonna come back and get the money back from the people, and steal some more money from them to put back in it. Then you can go back to the poker table and steal it again.
He over there. See, this is the verses. Bishop Lester Wallace, Pastor Skanks. Bishop Lester Wallace is over there preaching that the Lord is trying to get something to you. He wants to do something for you. Skanks over there preaching that you don't sin.
Yeah, you done messed up.
And you need to pay
for it. So you need to dig deep.
Plant a good seed.
He said not a
what is that? Did he say a beanstalk seed?
Well, beanstalk was the last thing. He wanted beanstalk so you can reap some beanstalks. Like, no.
I said, oh my God.
No, it don't work that way. It don't work that way.
I said, okay, whatever. So Mr. Little had called, church is over now, and Bishop had got this spell to him. Whoa! Hallelujah! Won't he do it? Church over with. Mac and his old lady over at the house, as Bonnie Blue would say, old lady, over at the house. And Mr. Leonard calls. Mr. Leonard was the guy that Jacob jacked up last week. That's supposed to be giving Mac a job that he told him, if you give him a job, I'm going to split your ways 6 ways to Sunday.
It's like, God, don't.
Well, this dude don't want to be split 6 ways to Sunday.
So he had to get it right. When he called Mac, said, I didn't know you did business on Sundays.
He said, well, usually I don't. He said, but listen, that thing, you know, when people don't want to say it on that thing, I ain't going to be able to do it. He said, what you mean you ain't gonna be able to do it? He said, you know what? He said, so you basically holding me accountable for what you heard I did? He said, no, you bucked up your life. And lose my number.
Yeah.
Get on with your life. His old lady asked him, said, what is going on?
Who is that?
And who is that?
I was like, stop asking so many questions.
And he snapped. And at first I said, he talking, but it's in his head. He didn't really just say that out loud. You know how when a husband and wife get to argue and you say something, but it just really does come out, but you ain't mean for it to come out. You like, you mom, I hate him, goddamn nerves.
Oh, he meant for that one to come out
loud. And he told her, he said, what did he say? It's none of your business who's on the phone. And she's like, come again?
Like, excuse me?
He said, you think you so perfect.
Yeah. I said, I don't think I'm perfect. I ain't got it all together.
And he went down the run. He said, look at you. You are the worst, bottom shelf, off-brand piece of rotten OA
I ever laid hands on. Get out.
I need to use that. I need to find a situation where I can use that.
You can plug that right on in there?
But I ain't laid hands on a woman, so maybe I could find an ex and tell him you is.
I thought you were going to say you going to tell me that. I'm just saying, what? What?
You was the worst bottom shelf off-brand piece of rotten that I ever laid hands on.
Get out.
I need to use
I said, and I thought she was gonna go clean off. She was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Why she was begging him to stay?
Like what?
He was like, and he shoved her. Get out. And I said, come back with the cops. Come back with the cops.
So you need to leave. Like Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are,
believe them the first time.
Believe them. Not just believe them, because I always say it wrong. She used to say believe them. No, she said believe them the first time. So
when she leaves, Mac calls Michaela, the little girl, and said, you know that situation that you was trying to work out and trying to get over here? I work my end out. You could come on over. I said, you dirty motherfucking dog. She gets over there. I don't know how she got over there. Uber, cab, bus, whatever.
Well, she got over there.
He
pink bicycle there. Mama bought her some way, kind of way.
Gets over there, and not only did he start giving her liquor, but he gave her the dark liquor. And we've already had this conversation. You know what the dark liquor do. The dark liquor gets the puppy sitting up high so that you can just take them down low. And he gave her that dark liquor, and I said,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She gone. And here he go.
And I really couldn't look at it because that's a part of my past. That's a part of my testimony. I have been victimized before. So I really couldn't look at it because it was freaking taking me to a place that I didn't want to go. But all I saw was he started kissing on her jeans and touching.
On her
and I had to look away. And I did see the part where she woke up and realized that he was getting ready to do something to her. And she fought him off.
Fighting, yeah. And she had to end up biting him to get him off. So I said, well, maybe he didn't have sex with her.
I don't think he's never. They were in the bed, but I don't think he's ever went far.
He never made, yeah.
But he's been grooming her, like we said, and
to this point to get her by herself. Well, he already had her by herself, but
basically, and she had.
She was comfortable.
We had this conversation with somebody in the comments, and they didn't understand what we were saying because I said that Michaela is going to be different because Michaela has also been a willing, if you would call it that, participant in this. It wasn't like everything with her was forced because she got a little thing from Mac because he's groomed her so much to the point where she feels that she has this connection with him where the like Faith and people like that wasn't there.
Yeah, he forced himself on them.
Yeah, this girl was kind of weaned into making her feel special, which is part of a grooming process.
So he did a passive force.
Yeah.
It was passive.
Yeah. And it made her start participating in what is to come of this. Yeah. That's what we were trying to say.
But she didn't fall for the okie doke though.
And she got up out of there. And I said, thank you, Jesus, that girl got out of there. So Jacob is done. Jacob had already told his wife, I got a plan to get us out of all of this.
And his wife was like, we need to get out of this death trap. This is
a devil's hell. And he came up with the smartest thing I ever heard Jacob say. Jacob said, listen, Mom and Daddy gave us this large sum of money for a wedding gift. It's just been sitting there. I said, well, why the hell y'all ain't use that for a house? But anyway, he said, what I can do, Bishop Skanks, Pastor Skanks, whatever you want to call it, please let us settle the debt and that you don't spend up all these people money. They don't know yet. Let us fill your bank account up and you give us the deed to the land and we will build our own church give us basically triumph too. Whatever's going on over there, give it to us.
Yep, and you get to keep your church, and we get our church.
And he said, because one thing I know about black people, when they find out their money gone, they coming up after you.
They coming to get their money back.
So
by
please,
force.
Skanks is offended.
Yeah, he offended. He mad because he held out on about the money.
What? And you were my friend. And and he going through 50 Shades of Crazy. And I said, this right here looks real familiar. Because we going to switch on over there to that daggone studio session that Zora the Weed Explorer and Isaiah was having over there. He was singing. Zora corrected him and just told him he was a little flat on something.
And he asked her, how was it? She said it was good, but you was a little flat on the brick, whatever.
The bridge.
Yeah.
So he said, can I see you outside? But he forced her outside the door. He basically Ike-Turnered her without the hitting part and without the rape outside in the studio, and only church folk, y'all church kids ain't said nothing to the
And they just sat back. They was like, matter of fact, they got scared when she said it.
They was like,
oh hell.
He said, don't you ever correct me, especially not in front of these people. You agree with everything that I say, and if I say that I'm good, and if I ask you if I'm good, even if I'm not good, you tell me I am. I said, you know what?
He got that from his goddamn daddy.
I said, Zora, I keep saying that's his daddy, but is it really confirmed that that's his dad?
That what they say on there?
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe it is, it ain't out. I don't know. I know y'all.
Well, he acted like him at that moment right there.
And that's what I said. I said, if it ain't, but you know what? I always tell people you can tell who goes to what church by the spirit that they bear. I can always tell what church people go to by the way that they act. So if you act like your pastor. See, the reason we're crazy as hell, because our pastor's crazy as hell. Personality, he has personality. You go to people and they like, I'm like, your pastor probably stuck up there. Yup.
Don't even speak to y'all.
Say y'all been sucking on lemons every Sunday coming to church. So nobody won't talk to you.
So Jacob broke him down. He broke him down. Was like, you don't have no choice, brother. He said, either you can take this deal that I'm giving you right here, or you can go to jail, player. Cause that's what's gonna happen.
Choice.
Yeah.
And I don't think he quite cut out for jail.
Nah.
So he said, I'll take the money.
So you got a lot of charisma, but you ain't got no prison charisma.
So Jacob and Aaron, because Charity had asked Jacob, look, can you watch Baby Nathan? Because I need to go with Jabari to write some songs, all this. I said, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah,
and he doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, just go do you. Go do you.
He's sitting over there at the couch. And I told y'all last week.
Not in the bishop's house.
Not in the bishop's house.
Get your own apartment and you can do whatever the fuck you want to do at your own place. But not at the bishop's.
Aaron act like he's concerned. And I really do think he is concerned. He asked him, you know, what's going on? How is this? And Jacob was like, listen, I can't find him. Not Jacob. What's his name?
Aaron.
No.
Kevin.
Kevin. It was Kevin. Not Jacob. So Kevin was like, listen, I can't find a place. Da-da-da. All of that. He said, listen, what you do Craigslist, do all this, is these old folk, they got these houses, they don't want to rent to just anybody, but if you put an ad out there, they might see you, like you, and they'll reach out to you. So he gave him that information, and Kevin was like, you know what, bruh, I appreciate you helping me.
You being so nice, I appreciate it.
And he said, no problem.
Well, he rub on his back, he rub on his beard.
Well, I can't reach your back right now, the way that we sitting.
But see, I have a problem with that, See, I hate it when somebody, maybe take advantage might be too tough of a word.
It isn't.
When they're in a vulnerable state, people come in and befriend people, and then if they do it for sexual reasons to you know, eventually try to get sex.
Groom.
Yeah, so I hate that when people do that to people. I know it's not rape, but maybe could be
as an opportunist.
Yeah, an opportunist. Yeah, because when people vulnerable, the first thing they want to do, they want the pain
better.
They want the pain to go away immediately. So they'll do whatever they got to do to make the pain go away. Some people drink, some people have sex, some people go and jump off calls and
what?
You know, that's white boy stuff. But you understand what I'm saying. People just do stuff just to feel better. And so I think this is where Kevin is right now, because I don't think Kevin is really interested in this guy. He just hurt right now. His wife just left him. He just got a new baby.
He's curious.
Yeah, he's curious.
He's like, I need to explore this feeling since I don't got a divorce over a feeling.
He know that the bishop them gonna fire him, and after a while they're gonna kick him. He gonna kick him out the mansion. So yeah, there's a lot going on. So Hagar Aaron come in.
He feel up on him, and next thing I know, they got the kissing, and Aaron is on top, pulling his belt off. I said, no. What did I say? Not in the bishop house.
Get your own place, and you can do whatever you want to do with your
I said, Lord, all I need.
Tell Aaron, give you a place back in Tennessee.
All I need is for the bishop come around that corner with his Bible to ask you a question, and somebody's hind passes in the air. I cannot, I will not.
What he got, the Parkinson?
No, it's something else. It's something, because somebody in the comments had told me what it was, and I can't remember what it is.
He come around that corner like that. What you some bees doing?
In my house. So, spinning around a little bit, Gigi and Rick Fox are at a restaurant having dinner. They're supposed to be Sophia's supposed to be meeting them there. Well, she can't get in touch with Sophia. Sophia is extremely late. Well, she's calling. No answer, no answer, no answer. Very unlike Sophia. Well, the reason that Sophia is late is because she's over there rescuing Zora the Weed Explorer from the abusive Ike Turner. And
she's a good friend after what happened.
For real. And her phone died. So she can't get in touch with her mama. And I was like, why when you ain't get with Zora, you ain't use Zora's phone to call your mama, tell your mama you was okay. But anyway, teenagers think like that. What they don't think. Yeah, so, by this time, Mac is real liquored up.
Yeah.
And he's thinking that the reason that Leonard won't work with him or help him out is because of Gigi. Gigi ain't had nothing to do with that. So he calls Gigi while she's sitting there waiting for Sophia to show up and said, you did this.
You should have left well enough alone.
So in her mind, like Mike B said, in my mind, you got my daughter.
You got Sophia. And like, boom, she was over there quick. She got over there quick.
She knocking on the door like SWAT. And I said, why Rick Fox ain't follow her? Why nobody follows her? And she goes over there and busts through the door. Where is my daughter? Where's my daughter? And Mac is like, he's so drunk. He don't even realize what the hell's going on. But all he know is, you in my house, I hate you and you ruining my life.
Get out.
And they got to scuffling. He takes her and pushes her basically through the wall. Then he takes a bottle and busts upside the head. So he's assaulting and beating the skit out of Gigi.
Yep.
And he finally got her down on that floor. And he climbed down there between her legs. And I said, not tonight, Satan. You will not take this one tonight. And he started choking her. And choking. I said,
don't kill Gigi, don't kill Gigi.
And choking. And she started going out. And I said, if you don't turn Beyonce when that white girl was on top of her and find something and do it.
And that she did.
And she found a piece of the bottle and she stabbed him in his neck and was able to get him
on that main artery that you cut.
And he just bleeding out. And he's talking about, call the ambulance. She said, where's my daughter?
She wasn't even flinching.
Where is my daughter?
I told y'all last week, I said either the bishop was going to kill that joker or Gigi was going to kill that joker. We don't know if he dead, but with all that blood that was out there plugging around him like that, that nigga was dead.
And it's returning in August, and we still ain't seen Mavis since she stormed out there.
She got next. What she driving? A Ford Taurus? What was she driving? She sped off, and she gone.
Ain't seen or heard from her since. Don't nobody call her.
Oh, she be back next evening. They found out that Gigi done stabbed Max. She be back.
And we don't even know if the daddy dead yet.
Nope.
We ain't hearing that great getting up morning. Alright, y'all. We talked long enough. Straight from the VA.
The dirty, dirty South.
Two up, two down.
Holla.